It's the time in the life of a photographer where I finally got to try the full frame because yeah, I love the micro four thirds and I've been gathering some lenses over the years and I have stuck to a 24-120 f2.8 with the Leica precision. It was only when I realized that it's basically f4 on the full frame. Or is it? Today we'll find that out and see if I'm actually going to switch from MFT to full frame. And I should probably get the cage off.
I asked dozens of photographers, but no one could give me a trustworthy answer, so I had to figure it out myself. And here are the answers, so you don't have to search the tons of videos I did. I thought you can have a lower ISO since it's a bigger sensor, but no. And ironically, for the same settings, you would actually need a higher ISO. For 2x crop, it's 4 times the ISO with the same settings? Math is weird, but full frame can handle double the ISO since it's a bigger sensor, right? This varies from camera to camera, but in general, full frame cameras do handle higher ISOs better. If you want to compare your camera to any other camera on different ISOs, I will link this comparison tool where we can compare the performances. I recommend looking at text or hair or small feathers for detail. And this basically killed all my micro four thirds f1.8 lenses. It's f2 on MFT, basically f4 on full frame, since it's a 2x crop. We already discussed this earlier. To achieve an f4 look on apsc, you would need f2.5, and on MFT you would need f2. So yeah, does that mean that this $1,000 f2.8 to 4 lens is basically the kit lens from Canon RP? Not quite, well, actually it's even worse for the aperture. However, there may never be a lens for Canon with the same sharpness and reproduction that what Leica does. Like, where did this glow come from? Same goes for the nifty 50 and portrait lenses. You can try to get a speed booster for a Lumix camera to achieve at least a 1.4 times crop look, even though the focus is quite terrible with that. But wait a minute, both of these lenses look like they have the same size of opening. Let me test this.
I mean, technically this should be even more because it's f1.7. Focus on the eye. It's f1.8. So we'll try the 1.8. And we'll try the 1. So what is going on? 1.7. This is not only important for depth of field, but also for shutter speed, which we'll be testing out a bit later. I got the glue on my fingers again, god damn it. This tripod needs to go. Okay, so test number 2. Is f2.8 actually f2. What is f1.8 actually f1.8? So we'll focus on the eye. And if that is 1.7 times 2 is 3.5. So let's go down to 3.5. And see if that makes a difference.
The results are in, and you can check it for yourself. It's not a bad bokeh for MFT, by any means, but it matches the f3.5 bokeh of full frame. So everything checks out, and we can close this chapter about lenses. So will my camera bag get any bigger with a full frame camera? No, at least compared to the combo I had earlier.
By the way, this is a great cage. It's called a C cage because of the letter C. And it fits to any camera. You don't have to buy a new cage every single time you buy a new camera. Check it out, link in description.
Do you have any more doubts? Let's make a discussion down in the comments. And if you want to try APS-C lenses on full frame, well, think twice. Maybe you can get some answers in this video. Alright, have a great evening.